Ain't nothing like a cold. I said, ain't nothing like a cold glass of racism at 2:30 a.m. Funny ass time to be recording a video, because normally at this time, either I'm battling with the mild schizophrenia or the demons inside of my head. It's a very fun time being me. Sorry, I got sidetracked. We were talking about racism. Now, I'm not sure if y'all are aware, but a little indie company dropped a cinematic trailer for their new and shiny IP, Assassin's Creed Shadows, and they had the gall, the nerve, the audacity even to have the main characters be an Asian woman and a nigger. And the Yakubian devils took offense to this. Let me reiterate. People are angry that a French company is making a game set in feudal Japan, starring a black man. Right off the bat, I want to let you lot know that I don't give a flying fuck about Assassin's Creed, bro. Like, I think the last one I played was 2, and that was in 2009. I'm turning 45 this year. So, in that regard, my opinion means fuck all, really. But I am black, so I feel as though I've got a little bit of skin in the game. So let's talk about people being weird online. So as of making this recording, the dislike to like ratio on the IGN and official Ubisoft YouTube channel, they're doing a bit of a madness. They're doing a bit of a madness. And if you peruse through the racist rigmarole, you'll see that people have a problem with this trailer for 2 reasons. One is because they are under the notion that Yasuke was not a samurai, and 2, they're just plain they don't like niggas, they don't like black people, they just don't. Oh, but Gami, Yasuke was a retainer. They're not real samurais. Retainers aren't real samurais. Oh. Sorry to burst your bubble, kiddo, but that nigga was slanging steel for Oda Nobunaga, bro. He was slanging steel. There are multiple historical accounts of Yasuke being a samurai. See, Mal, Cope, go fuck yourself. And even if he wasn't a samurai, why do you care? It's a video game. It's a fictional video game about fictional assassins. I mean, the Japanese don't seem to have a problem with portraying Yasuke as a samurai. Why do you care? God forbid the French make a funny little video game about him. Jesus, that fucking scared me. I don't like being scared. Why did my alarm go off at... What's the time? At 2:40, what? That doesn't even make sense. However, let us not disregard the outcries of the gaijin. Let's go into the comments and have a little look-see about what they're saying about the game. A black samurai. This is a mockery of Japan. Good to know that the black man, upon arriving in Japan, is given a Japanese name and is employed by a very powerful Japanese man to do a Japanese occupation. And this is a mockery to Japan. Your education system is doing wonders. Forcing black people into game stories and then selling them is also a form of slave trade. Firstly, wild fucking sentence. Secondly, slave trade? Hey man, what the fuck did you just say? You know, there's so much to unpack there. Like, imagine Ubisoft like hiring a technomancer to reap the soul of an innocent Negro and imbue every single digital copy with his screeching essence. Like, granted, that would be hard optics. It would make sense why they're charging $130 fucking for this video game. Are you joking? Excuse me? Be mad at that. What the fuck is going on? Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Yo, guys, you don't understand. This is peak comedy because this guy and 490 other people only associate black people with stereotypical phrases, low income housing and infrastructure. Like, oh, guys, this is comedy gold. Or socio-political circumstances beyond one's control. This is comedy. Now, how do you think us Asians feel about being forced to play as a black dude in medieval Japan of all places? Honestly, I'd assume it's pretty shit because, as a grown man, no one has put a gun to my head top and forced me to play a game that I paid $130 for to completion. It's very concerning that Asian people seem to be under duress to play games they don't want to play. I think as a collective, we should look into this. It's very concerning. But those are just the YouTube comments, which I can only assume are coming from the Yakubian devils who are so tired of seeing all this black representation in every single video game. It's like, golly, they are all over the place. Can we get more people in video games of different colors? Come on, video game companies. But what of the opinion of the black man? What do our fellow Negroes have to say about this game? Surely this is a joyous occasion that should be celebrated by all of us, right?
So we got our first look at the new Assassin's Creed game, and I gotta say, man, I'm not impressed. I'm actually just really annoyed right now.
Oh no, no, brother. Meet Twitter user Kaida, a fellow Negro who was more than displeased with the trailer, and these are his funny thoughts and opinions he had on the cinematic trailer.
Now, I'm annoyed because they're using Yasuke, and I'm going to tell you why. Yasuke is what they want to say is the first black Japanese samurai, when in all actuality, he was not even a samurai.
Again, seethe, malt, cope, go fuck.
And for all of the characters they could have used for Japan, all these kind of different people they could have picked from, they picked Yasuke. Why do they pick Yasuke? Because he's black.
You right, dog. God forbid Ubisoft tries to distinguish itself from the other two period piece games that were set in Japan by making a visually striking protagonist, bro. God fucking forbid.
So instead of using a Japanese man in a game based in Japan, like they did with the other Assassin's Creed games, Altair, he was an Arab, obviously.
I'm sorry, a what?
He was an Arab.
Hey man, I don't think we're allowed to say it like that. I could be tripping. Just saying it like that sounds kind of rough. But I could be tripping. Sorry, I'm being rude. I'm interrupting you. Please continue.
But in this game, you want to demote a Japanese man and then use Yasuke.
The phrase demoting a Japanese man is fucking crazy because it kind of sounds like you're saying a Japanese man's worth is solely tied to him being portrayed as a samurai in a Japanese game. Which is weird because the potential of the Japanese man, to my knowledge, is endless because, you know, he's human. Like the rest of us. I don't know. It's just a very odd thing to say.
And since I'm black and I'm calling it out, that means that I must hate my skin or something. You know how they do.
Hey man, you said it, not me.
I just see this and my immediate thought is they did this for brownie points. I can't think of any other reason why you would have a Assassin's Creed game based in Japan, which we've been clamoring for since the beginning of Assassin's Creed, and then have the main protagonist that is a male be black.
If your immediate reaction is annoyance and suspicion upon seeing your race not being stereotypically portrayed in a role that they're normally in, it's all I can say is that I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that the media you consume and the spaces you find yourself in your upbringing has like narrowed your view this bad. Like, no bullshit, that's tragic, mate. Because black representation in media is so sick, man. You've got Dutch in Black Lagoon, you've got Afro in Afro Samurai, you've got Ogun in Fire Force, you've got Mace Windu in that franchise that just won't fucking die. It's so sick. I mean, it's cool, man, seeing people that look like me in the media I watch and the shit that I consume, man. It's so cool. But I mean, I will be the first person to say, can this technique by companies and big corporations be weird and or pandering? Absolutely. Like, take this for example. I found this odd. This was very weird. But I'm not losing my shit over it because number one, mermaids aren't real, and two, if I really had a problem with this, I could just go watch the original. Same with you. If you really have a problem about this, you can just shut the fuck up and go play all the other numerous games with Japanese male samurai protagonists. I don't know, man. It just fucking sucks when people get like vehemently mad when they see niggas in roles that were supposedly not supposed to be in. It's just sad. And it's even worse when there's like historical evidence that we were actually there. But alas, racism is never going to die. Racism and other prejudices of its pre-Jedi. George, hit me up. Let's collab. Yeah, that shit's never gonna go away, but I think this quote that I found on Twitter just like sums up this whole entire argument very well. Racism is not a logical position, so you cannot defeat it with logic. Facts just don't matter to a racist, especially not the tedious kind of racist who makes their home in video game culture. There will always be a new hair to split, a new way for this kind of person to object. Odd behavior. It's very odd behavior. But until next time, take care of yourself, darling, because we're all doing the best that we can. Never, ever grow up, and I will